LeBron James is still playing at an elite level. He just finished another All-NBA season, ranked top 10 in MVP voting, and continues to impact the game on both ends of the floor. But despite all that, it's becoming increasingly clear. The Los Angeles Lakers are done with him. The signs aren't loud, but they're there. A media leak here, a closed-door meeting there, all pointing to one thing. The Lakers are moving on, not with an official press release or a blockbuster trade, but with decisions, posture, and planning that show LeBron James is no longer part of their long-term future. Let's break it down. What's happening, why it's happening, and what this means for LeBron, the Lakers, and what comes next. Tension between LeBron James and the Lakers started showing up in the media, not through official quotes, but through subtle messaging. First, LeBron's agent made a public comment suggesting that LeBron wasn't thrilled with how things were going in LA. Then LeBron added fuel himself, commenting on an Instagram post where a Lakers sideline reporter wore a Cleveland Cavaliers jersey on vacation. His reply: "Now that is proper attire." For a player known for strategic communication, that wasn't random. Shortly after, ESPN's Ramona Shelburne published a report that included a key quote from Laker sources: "It's over." Shelburne is closely connected to team owner Jeannie Buss, so when she reports something like that, it's rarely just opinion. The message was clear. The Lakers weren't planning around LeBron anymore. Whether he retires, leaves in free agency, or just plays out one final season, they've already made peace with the fact that he won't be part of their long-term plans. LeBron didn't respond directly, but the silence only added to the message. This wasn't a negotiation or a public standoff. The relationship isn't explosive. It's just ending.
On Saturday, lob James from Doncic.
Keep an eye on LeBron James.
Doncic, here he goes with the defender on his hip. Goes all the way out. What is that pass? To Vincent. Paid off, Gabe.
His last assist. Look at this. Goes up.
That's right, but a little gold on each. Even more impressive than his.
Okay. From the logo. Myself. A 34-footer from LeBron. He's 4 for 4 from three-point range.
After their early playoff exit, the Lakers front office held a dinner meeting in Los Angeles. Attendees included GM Rob Pelinka, new head coach JJ Redick, Luka Doncic, and Luka's agent. The meeting took place at a well-known restaurant, and it was clearly designed to be seen. Photos of the group were shared widely online. Pelinka was photographed holding a thick binder, signaling this wasn't just a casual meal. It was a business meeting. The message? The Lakers are planning their future, with Luka, not LeBron. LeBron wasn't invited. That same week, news broke that the Lakers were being sold from the Buss family to the Guggenheim Group for $10 billion. Luka was reportedly informed ahead of time. LeBron wasn't. For a player who helped bring a championship to LA, being excluded from key moments like this sends a message. He's no longer central to the Lakers' decision making. Individually, these incidents might not seem like much, but together they paint a consistent picture. The Lakers are shifting their focus, and LeBron is no longer part of the inner circle. This isn't personal. It's just organizational planning. Behind the scenes, the Lakers are executing a long-term strategy called Project 2027. The plan is simple: clear cap space and preserve draft assets in order to make a major move in the 2026 or 2027 offseason. It's a patient, calculated approach, but it doesn't include LeBron James. Every roster move this offseason has reflected that vision. The Lakers declined to offer Dorian Finney-Smith more than a short-term 2-year deal. When Houston came in with a 4-year offer, they let him walk. Their acquisitions, DeAndre Ayton, Jake LaRavia, and Jackson Hayes, are all on contracts that conveniently expire before or during 2027. Even more telling, LeBron didn't receive a contract extension offer, not because of cap limits, not because of health concerns, but because he doesn't fit the 2027 window. The team isn't building around him anymore. They're planning for what comes after.
Leonard 3. Leonard no. Rebound Hayes. Long lead. Luka, LeBron James. Yet another touchdown.
That's a pretty pass by Luka. He says, yeah, I like it. I'm usually the giver, very rarely the receiver, but now he receives the good pass.
Possibly through free agency or trade in the next 2 seasons. That means avoiding long-term commitments now, even if it means sacrificing short-term success. For LeBron, that's a problem. He's focused on winning now. At 40, he doesn't have time to wait, but the Lakers aren't prioritizing the present. They're focused on resetting the franchise timeline. In that context, not offering LeBron an extension wasn't a slight. It was a business decision, and it's one more step in a slow, deliberate move away from the LeBron era in LA. LeBron James isn't looking 3 years down the road. He's looking at today. Last season, he averaged over 25 points, played in 70 games, and remained one of the league's most efficient players. He was named to the All-NBA second team and finished top 10 in MVP voting. Those aren't legacy awards. They're based on current performance. Even defensively, LeBron has shown he can still lock in when it counts. In the NBA Cup and the playoffs, he defended at a high level and took on key matchups. For a 40-year-old, he's doing things most players half his age can't. From his perspective, the Lakers should be making win-now moves. There's no guarantee he'll be playing in 2027, and even if he is, there's no way to predict at what level. He's earned the right to contend while he's still productive. But the Lakers don't seem interested in pushing chips to the middle of the table. They're not pursuing trades for big-name veterans. They're not giving up future picks to add one more piece. And that frustrates LeBron. There's no clear championship move sitting out there. No obvious Kyrie-level target like in years past. But the Lakers' stance is still the same. Wait. Hold assets. Protect the future. LeBron doesn't think that way. For him, the only priority is maximizing this season. And right now, the Lakers are making decisions like they're already preparing for life after him. Everything the Lakers are doing points toward one conclusion. Luka Doncic is their next franchise centerpiece. From exclusive dinners to being looped in on ownership changes, Luka is already being treated like the future face of the team. While LeBron was left out of key meetings, Luka was front and center. That's not accidental. It's part of a calculated handoff.
Yeah, my money talking all me rock. You know what? My money is talking, my money be done. Yeah, shut up. I don't want to you yeah, I'm on this side when we win. No, you know that guy, cause I'm here. Yeah, I'm gonna be money right at the line. That nigga, what it is. I don't wanna hear none of this shit you say. You pay with your chinny chin. I'm rocking that lady just under the finest. I purpose it to the skin. Yeah, they tryna copy the wave and I told them they can't even sub away on it. Yeah, baby, be copy my Sundays. Birthday period, if I'm being honest. Yeah, why you been coming about your whole life?
The Lakers believe Luka gives them a decade-long window to compete, and they're positioning their roster, cap sheet, and internal messaging around him. He's younger, already proven, and under the right circumstances, could be the next major superstar to define the Lakers brand. Luka becomes eligible to sign a new contract with the Lakers starting August 2nd. That timeline fits perfectly with Project 2027. If he signs, the team knows they have time to build, whether through a blockbuster deal or a slow build with depth. LeBron, meanwhile, becomes a short-term presence in a long-term operation. His influence in the organization has diminished. He's still respected, but he's no longer the one driving decisions. The front office is making it clear. They're not running dual timelines. They're not trying to squeeze one more ring out of LeBron while building toward Luka. They've picked a direction, and it's forward. This isn't about who's better, it's about who's next. And for the Lakers, Luka fits their vision of what's next. LeBron, at this point, is just finishing out the remainder of his contract dot. The Lakers aren't just clearing space for flexibility. They have specific names in mind. Superstars they believe could change their future. Giannis Antetokounmpo and Nikola Jokic. Giannis becomes a free agent in 2027, but league insiders believe the Lakers are hoping for a trade opportunity before then. That's why they're protecting their draft capital. If they don't make a move this offseason, they'll unlock 6 potential trade assets in 2025, 3 first-round picks, 2026, 2031, 2033, and 3 pick swaps, 2028, 2031, 2032. Those picks could be packaged with young players like Dalton Knecht, Jared Vanderbilt, or Austin Reeves in a sign-and-trade scenario. Jokic is less likely, but recent comments from the Nuggets owner raised eyebrows. He mentioned the possibility of trading number 15, Jokic's jersey, if the team faced certain injury scenarios. It was an odd, unprompted statement, and it came at a time when Jokic declined to sign a new contract extension. It doesn't mean he's leaving, but it opens the door for speculation. Both players are long shots, but if either becomes available, the Lakers want to be in position to make an offer. If they strike out, there's still a fallback plan. Surround Luca with quality role players and depth. That approach has worked for other teams in the current NBA landscape. Either way, the plan doesn't involve LeBron. The Lakers are saving their best cards for a new era. LeBron James has 1 year left on his contract with the Lakers. He exercised his player option, which pays him around $50 million this season. That decision limits his options and the team's. A trade is unlikely. Any team acquiring LeBron would have to send out a matching salary, which would likely gut their roster. According to reports, 4 teams reached out to the Lakers after LeBron's agent, Rich Paul, made comments about his dissatisfaction. But none of those discussions progressed. The financials and timing just don't add up. A buyout is also off the table. The Lakers aren't going to carry $50 million in dead cap space. And if LeBron really wanted a buyout, he likely wouldn't have opted in to begin with. That leaves one path: play out the final year, then explore free agency. So where could he go? A few teams have the cap flexibility and roster makeup to take him, but it's a short list. Some thought Dallas might be an option because of LeBron's friendships with Kyrie Irving and Anthony Davis. But that scenario doesn't hold up financially or strategically. There's also the possibility he wants to finish his career wherever his son, Bronny, ends up. That storyline has followed him for years, and now it's getting closer to becoming reality. And while he might still have one more chapter left in his career, it's clear that chapter won't be written in Los Angeles.